amazing.
Of course it is.
They got chips. They do chips, does you'd love it.
Are you all inclusive?
Yeah, might as well, because I was looking at it and you go, it's like it works out like 20 quid a day more per person. I go, well, I'm going to spend that on coffee.
Yeah, sheep's
just
bollocks.
nice to have the option, isn't it?
Yeah, this is one of those places though. It's the only option they do.
Yeah.
It's a cashless place, so
Yeah.
Sheep bollock for breakfast, monkey brain for dinner. I've seen it on Indiana Jones.
Where do you think Egypt is?
I've seen it. I've seen Indiana Jones. That's what they eat, isn't it?
I'm also going to guess if it's like a designed English or
No, it's not. There's a lot of like Turks and Germans here. Because to be perfectly honest, you don't want to go on holiday with English people because they can't.
No, fucking right, you don't. Costa del Sol.
Oh, I've just seen that. Wow, what a signing!
Are you looking at the Jets fire sale?
Yeah,
fucking unbelievable, isn't it?
Can't
is
believe
this going
it.
on now?
Yeah,
I haven't checked. Right, well,
Quinn Williams.
Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, I thought Sauce would go. Where's he gone?
Colts.
That's good.
And Williams has gone to the Cowboys.
The Cowboys signing a player not good enough for the only defense worse than the Cowboys this year.
They've got him for, what did it say, 2 firsts as well, I think.
I've just seen this now, yeah.
Oh no, sorry, the Sauce Gardner went for 2 first rounders and wide receiver Adonai Mitchell. Excuse me. But Cowboys in the Jets 1 first round pick and more. Don't know what the and more is, but yeah, so they've given up, haven't they? 2 first. Did you say the
26 and 27
and 27? Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it probably is good for the Jets in terms of they do need draft capital, but they're going to fuck it up the wall.
Yeah.
Whereas the Colts get a really good player in now, in a season where they're probably going to be in the playoffs. I think that's better than a D for the Colts. They're acting now, aren't they, for this season? I think
they're acting with you create what's in front of them right now. You're right.
Whereas the Jets are going to just fucking they're going to get a tight end who's probably in the first round, who everyone else has got down as like a 4th, 5th round pick.
Yeah.
And they'll get the 3rd best edge rusher on the board first. That's what they'll do.
Jacoby Myers went cheap, I thought, as well. A 4th and 6th round from Jags. There were rumours that they wanted at least a 3rd for him when he first said he wanted to go, but beggars can't be choosers.
Well, someone needs to have the ticker open during this because there's going to be more of these coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Cowboys get linebacker Logan Wilson from the Bengals because we know how good
that's
Bengals
what I mean.
He is.
He can't get in the Bengals starting defense. How bad is that guy?
Saints trade Rashid Shaheed to the Seahawks. That's a good deal.
Oh, that's
I was wondering if someone might go after Olave.
Yeah.
He's already said, not Olave, who's the running back there? Kamara has said, if you trade me, I finish, I retire. He actually wants to stay.
He wants to stay there.
He wants to stay there.
Review of last week's games.
Shall we talk about what's happened in the last few days, though? Because there's been some games going on, and some of them have been quite mad.
Well, to talk about last night's game, yeah, that's fine.
I reckon we'll find time for that.
Thought so.
Started last Thursday night / Friday morning. Ravens 28, Dolphins 6. The Dolphins, up to a point in this game, weren't that bad.
Then they kicked off.
The point being, when they got to about the Ravens 40, then they made the worst decision possible every single time.
I'll tell you what's more scary about them just fucking it up every time we get there. Apparently they've turned around, haven't they, and said to Mike McDaniel they want him long-term there to build the franchise. What the hell?
What evidence is there that he can build a defense?
Exactly.
With the trade deadline, and as we're speaking, it's ongoing.
Yeah.
One name I've heard mentioned a lot is Jalen Waddle. That if they're going to get a bit of draft capital in, that might be the best one they could cash in on.
Yeah.
They've not got a lot, have they? To be fair, when you think about it,
you wouldn't even get much for Tua, would you?
You don't even get much for Waddle now.
I reckon you still get a lot for Waddle because he's in a good team. He's a great wide receiver.
Well, also it depends on how many years he's got left on his contract.
He'll have come through the same year as Jamar Chase, I think. So he's just signed a big contract or he's due a big contract.
Oh, teams have up until 4 p.m. Eastern to complete trade. So what's that, 9 o'clock normal our time? So about an hour or so left. That sound about right?
Midnight here. So it's about an hour.
Yeah, so it's saying here, Waddle might be the Dolphins' best player. He is also playing on a contract that is scheduled to pay him about $40 million in 26-27. So
now would be a good time to sell him then.
Yeah, he signed a 3-year, $84.75 extension with the Dolphins that kept him under contract through 2028 with a total value of $146.
That's quite cheap, bearing in mind how much some wide receivers have been going for in the last year or so. He could easily be getting that sort of money.
Highly unlikely to be traded.
The Ravens are now at 3-5 in arguably the worst division in football. They're 2 games behind the team who topped the AFC North, still the Steelers. But I saw a thing the other day. They had a list of all the potential outcomes when they put the percentages up. And Ravens have got a 55% chance of...
What were the Steelers?
30.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay. We did say this last week, didn't we?
Browns were less than 1, to be fair. On to Sunday's games. Falcons 23, Pats 24. You don't know what Falcons are going to turn up. Sometimes within the same game, because they started off so badly in this one. But if it had gone on for a few more minutes, I think they'd have won.
They were hanging on, weren't they, the Patriots at the end.
Drake London was fantastic in this.
If I remember rightly, he got over 100 yards, didn't he?
Did he get 3?
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns with it.
And they got increasingly more ridiculous in terms of how difficult they were to catch.
It's been quite quiet this year, I think, Drake London. I don't think he's done anything of note.
Has he not been injured? Have I got that right?
I think it might just be that the Falcons have been so unpredictable this year.
Oh, he's missed 2 games because of injury. No, 1 game because of injury.
I know Kurt wanted to be traded away. He wanted to be a starter and he was open to move back to Minnesota. Keep dreaming, Kurt. Keep dreaming.
And he's still got his multi-million pound.
Well, he only gets that for the rest of this season.
Right.
So they can trade him away on the cheap at the end of the season, and I reckon they might just do that.
So he's got to find an actual job next year.
He'll be okay. I'll tell you, he'll be quite good in a commentator's booth with Kirk Cousins.
When Brady talks about all the, he can relate any situation to one of his Super Bowls. Kirko could do the same thing with, like, when a team fucks up, he can relate to that.
He's there.
Yeah. I've done this game.
Great, mate. Smash, sack for 6 times.
Yeah, he's still holding it onto the ball too long.
He is, isn't he? At times, it looks... This is Drake May. I think he's played really well all season. But in this game, like I say, he held onto the ball too long at times. He looked like a rookie at times, and sometimes it looked like he's been there forever. It's just everything. It's all 4 seasons in one day, if you know what I mean.
He's got. I think it is worth remembering he's only made something like 18 starts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I'd still have him over Caleb Williams any day.
Yeah, although we'll come on to Caleb a bit later on, but yeah. So when the Falcons went down 2 scores very early in this game, and I just remember watching, going, well, at least I've correctly predicted which Falcons will show up this time. And then they started coming back into it, and I remember thinking they're going to win this. They've got the momentum, and they're going to win it. And it didn't quite happen, but
momentum doesn't always win games. As like I said, we'll come on to a game later.
No, but it just felt like it was the sort of thing that this year's Falcons would have done. Who saw this one coming? Carolina Panthers 16,
Oof.
Green Bay Packers 13.
Talk about chuffed at the end of that game. It was like they'd won the World Cup, Ryder Cup, so what do they call it? The SummerSlam, WrestleMania 38, all in one. They were proper chuff, weren't they, Panthers? I love that.
I don't blame them, but
they deserved it, I think.
They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they really were.
They were so good on defense throughout this game. I know Packers have got their issues with, like, Tucker Kraft especially is going to be a huge loss for them. But either way, they are still the Panthers going to Green Bay. Dress it up however you want. That's a fucking incredible result.
Dowdle's the real deal, is he? What do you reckon?
He might well be. And also, Bryce Young, because he was missing, injured, he's now won his last 4 games.
Mm.
Oh, fuck yeah, hasn't he?
That's what happens when you learn from the red tampon.
Well, they learned not to pick him this week.
Exactly. It's not hard, is it? Starting quarterback.
All the pre-match talk was about, the Packers and how good they are on defense.
Yeah. And they are, yeah.
They are, yeah. But it was completely the other way around. I don't think. I think it would be fair to say that the Panthers won the game and stopped Green Bay playing. Well, I can't remember what the stat was, but something like they hadn't. Sorry, I'm watching the football.
Focus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, lost train of thought. Can't remember what I was going to say. So carry on.
It's all right. I really wasn't paying attention.
Good.
I'm quite tired. It's very late here.
What I would say with this though is, I don't know if this was Green Bay taking the Panthers lightly. I don't think that was the case. I just think the Panthers played better. I think if you say to a home team like the Packers and say, right, you're just going to restrict Carolina to 16 points, you think you're going to get at least 24, 30 points against them. Never happened. Never happened.
Well, it's happened a few times this season where the Packers have struggled to put points. It's not the first time.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, really. I don't know. It's I know he's been missing like receivers and stuff like that. They're relying a lot on Jacobs at running back.
Yeah, they are.
I think it's just like missing personnel, because when they all play, you look at them as players individually and you go, yeah, that's some good wide receivers, that's a great tight end. They should be better than they are on offense. I think it's a case of the offense not clicking rather than not being good enough. This was batshit mental. Chicago Bears 47, Cincinnati Bengals 42.
Great match to watch.
What an absolute fantastic game. I watched this one. And the fourth quarter is the craziest fourth quarter I've seen in my life.
Well, it all started, didn't it, in fourth quarter, where the Bears picked off Flacco and the guy returned it for a touchdown, and then it was taken away because they said he was touched when he was down. I couldn't see any touch when he was down.
Yeah, that was a bit strange, wasn't it?
Actually, it might have the strangeness may have started before then, because there was the Moore's touchdown, which was initially given as short.
Yeah,
but the Bengals challenged it.
Oh yeah,
because they thought it would be a touchback, and they ended up giving a touchdown against.
Yeah, and we got charged for the challenge,
making it the worst challenge of all time.
This is happening far too much. We know what the Bengals' defense is like. It's just non-existent. But it went to a case of Bengals were they down at one stage? They were down a lot at one stage, and they come back.
Inside 2 minutes, they were 14 points behind, and in like 45 seconds of the actual game, they were in the lead.
Yeah.
That sort of what they thought was the final drive, the game-winning drive from Flacco, was really good. It was nice to see that, everything was ticking. And you liken it to football when all the home fans are like, yeah, we've just got a last-minute... And then there's a fire drill and everybody leaves.
That is funny, though. If your team's not involved... And you see a team, for example, who've gone 3-0 down and then pull it back to 3-0. And they're all going mental. And then the team who were 3 up then score again straight away. And it's so funny to watch, even if you've got no interest in it.
It reminded me of the Cowboys Giant game earlier this season, where one team's well in front, then they play that soft, shitty defense zone, dropping back, but no one's picking up anyone. They go down and score. Why do teams just do that? Drop 5 at back and they just give everyone time. It's just crazy stuff.
Was it Loveland, the guy that scored the? He there's no way.
Loveland, the world's sexiest theme park.
There's no way on earth he should have been allowed to make that touchdown. It's just
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
All round.
The thing is, that's not even a play designed to get a touchdown.
No, it's not.
That's a play to get into field goal range.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for the neutral, it was a fantastic game.
I thought Flacco played really well. I know that one where he got picked. He was like, he couldn't get power into it because they were being forced backwards, and he didn't have enough power to get there, and they were picked. But I thought, on the last, obviously the long Hail Mary, and getting picked there, it was down as an interception. But it was sad.
It was sad to see that Hail Mary dropping at the 20-yard line, wasn't it? that was the sign that his arm's gone a bit. Although it made me think like the week before when Aaron Rodgers threw it from the. He threw it 70 yards into the end zone, and it made it. You go, his arm's all right, at least.
Was I right in saying that was his most yards in his career in a game?
Yes, that's the most yards he's played. And also, he was, until the Friday, he was doubtful to play.
Yeah. So, yeah, 470 yards. So given the fact that he's about 82, when you say most yards in his career, that's quite an achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But the Bears' total offense was nearly 600, though. That's the issue the Bengals are having. If your quarterback's throwing 450 yards and you're losing, that's not offense is not your issue.
When the cameras panned to Joe Flacco at the end, they scored that touchdown, which you thought they'd won, and he's just sat there, he's high-fiving everyone, and well done. You can see in his eyes, Flacco's. Listen, even I know our defense is shite. Anything could happen, and it did. It did.
But as shit as their defense is, I still wasn't expecting them to give up a touchdown in that position.
No,
I'm thinking, they might get into field goal range, they might not, but the Bears' kicker isn't very good, and I thought that's how it was going to end. Possibly the Bears 40-something yard field goal, and it's a question over whether their kicker's good enough to make it. That's how I saw that game ending. I didn't see it ending like that. That was just silly.
Yeah, but what a game. We'll take that.
Does anyone want to start?
Oh, I was just going to say, I've got an interesting stat. Well, I was going to save it, but go on. You
okay. I'll say it anyway before I forget. Since the start of last season, right? So this is season and a half. The Bengals have scored 30-plus points and lost on 6 occasions.
Oh. So what's that, out of about 25 games or so?
The next team, they've done it 6 times. After that, no one else has done it more than twice. In a game, some of us foresaw as being a defensive battle. Broncos 18, Texans 15. CJ Stroud went off, I think, late first half with concussion. At that point, the Texans were doing really well on this game. Broncos just came back into it, and it was 15-all for fucking ages, this game.
It was almost like the Broncos just wore them down out of sheer boredom.
I know, is it Davis? I can't think what his name is. The backup QB for the Texans.
It's
Davis Mills?
Davis Mills, isn't it? Yeah.
He's no good.
To say the least.
He's no good. If they'd have had, you look around the backup QBs who played like this week, you look at Jacoby Brissett, for example. If he's at the Texans and Stroud gets injured, he comes in, Texans probably win this game. As it was, this was a old-fashioned defensive battle. It seemed like an hour. It was 15-all, and one team was going to kick a field goal to win it, and that team ended up being the Broncos. But there was not much between these two teams, which is weird when you look at the records, because one of them is 3-5 and one of them 7-2. But if you actually see it on the strength of that game, you'll say there's not a lot between these.
But then you look at the teams that have played throughout the season and you think, okay, fine, fair enough.
Yeah, again, we talked about the Texans' defense last week. They've given up only 18 points, but they've lost again.
Yeah, low scorer. Not an exciting one when you compare it to the Bears and the Bengals.
Now, some of us got mocked for their prediction of who would win this game. Indianapolis Colts 20, Pittsburgh Steelers 27. I was accused of just bias in my pick, but great to see the real Daniel Jones back.
Yeah.
6 turnovers.
How many interceptions was there?
I can't remember. He two fumbles, 3 interceptions, I think, and all round good fun. Steelers defense played their best game in quite a while. Completely shut down Jonathan Taylor. I think about like 30 yards or something.
Yeah, 35. I think he got. No, 45. He got. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Because you get the Steelers defense who's been run all over. You think you get the top running back. Just never come, did it? But Daniel Jones were poor as Daniel Jones can be. I think that's probably was his worst game.
So someone did say the other day that our I can't remember who our DC is at the minute, but might not be much longer for this world. Not saying that Mike Tomlin's going to kill him or anything, but Mike Tomlin might kill him. But someone was saying that after the Bengals disaster, Tomlin has actually gone taking on the defensive plays again.
Yeah.
If that's true, that would make a lot of sense because there was such a difference in how we played against the Colts to how we played against the Eagles.
So what does that do for the defensive coordinator?
It might be a case of contractually we can't fire him till the end of the season, so he might just hang around for a bit.
Vote of confidence.
Yeah, I also think Colts are still 7-2, heavy favourites to win their division still, but we have also questioned the quality of opposition that they've faced this season. As limited as the Steelers are, I think we were a step up from most of the teams they played so far.
I agree. I think we talked about them last week on how they've played the Colts, and like Edgy said, you can only beat the teams that are in front of you, but you do not fear for the Colts. Not with their record, they're doing quite well. Should win their division, I think. Do you think so? I think they will.
Yeah, I still think they'll win the division, mainly because none of the other teams seem to be capable of getting it together.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got the Vikings from last year written all over it, hasn't it?
What, one and done in the playoffs?
Yeah.
My rookie last year, he played well. Patrick Wilson, he had 13 tackles, an interception, 2 pass defended.
I mean, he's still not called Patrick Wilson.
I was going to say, you still can't remember his name.
Peyton Wilson, he 13 tackles, 9 solo at that, 1 interception, 2 pass deflection.
He's good. He's a starter and it's on merit. It's not like he came in due to injury or something like that. He's a starter due to how well he's played. Was he like a 4th round pick or something like that?
I think he was. I think he would have won this week's if he was in.
He probably would have done, to be honest. I already think I may not compete much this week.
I was going to say, yeah.
We'll come to that later. Chargers 27, Titans 20. This was close for quite a while, but you always got the feeling that the Chargers were going to have too much for the Titans.
Absolutely. God, I hate the Titans.
Campbell did his great play, though. He did his weekly really good play that he does do at 1 a week. No more, no less. He does exactly 1 good play every week.
What did he end with?
Oh, his figures overall probably shit, but...
Yeah, 12 of 21 for 145, 4 sacks.
He hasn't got a hope in hell there. He's got
2 fumbles, rushing. Yeah.
I think the Titans' choice of having an O-line made of cardboard is counting against them this season.
Wet cardboard at that.
Yeah.
But Chargers, Joe Alt came back for a tiny bit and then went off again with a reoccurrence.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Apparently a worse occurrence of the injury. So most likely he's gone for the season now. And the Chargers are back to no O-line. Which I feel bad for them because the Chargers look great in the first few weeks of the season.
Yeah, but like many teams, injuries just decimate them.
Was it this game you said there was a big lad scored? Big lad touchdown for the Chargers.
Right, yeah, but it wasn't a return. It was a design play, a defensive ending as a eligible receiver.
I missed that. It's always nice to see
lined up as a tight end, and
it's nice to see a fat lad waddling across.
Got a 2-yard pass, and then 5 seconds for him to cover the 2 yards to get to the end zone. Talking about teams facing adversity, Minnesota Vikings, how would they cope without Carson Wentz? I'll tell you how they cope. 27 they got, and the Lions got 24. JJ McCarthy. He's got some. I reckon he's got something. He just looks like he's got that spark.
Are you a fan of McCarthy?
I think he's got. Yeah, he just seems to bring these like big plays out when he needs to.
Do you think it was an off day for Detroit, or do you think it was an off day for Detroit and a good day for Minnesota?
I think the Vikings shut them down. I think they did a really good job particularly on stopping Goff from making his easy passes, which is what he's
known for, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what he's been doing so much in the last couple of years.
Running game not brilliant either for Montgomery or Gibbs.
Yeah, I think Gibbs got injured early on because he hardly had any touches after like the first quarter. So everything was going to Montgomery. And if you're doing those plays and there's only one of those two available, it's wear and tear on them, isn't it? Into the second half. So
Vikings go 4-4. Lions dropped 5-3. Are you saying the Vikings will do well after this game?
I don't know. Of those two teams, I'd still have Detroit any day of the week.
Vikings 4-4, Lions 5-3, Packers 5-2-1, and let's not even mention what Bears are. Well, they are 5-3 to be fair.
And I'm halfway through the season, and no one's out of that division.
No, not at all. Just when you're in last place and you're 4-4.
I'm gonna write the Bears off and say they're out of that division, but statistically, they're not out of that division.
To be fair, that was a bad loss last week for the Bears against the Jacksonless Ravens, where they just did not show up. They should have won that game, and they would have been sitting pretty at 6-2. But
how? Yeah, but then again, they could easily have lost this week and they've won.
Yeah,
so
true story.
San Francisco, but this game would have been huge if it was like 1988. San Francisco 49ers 34, New York Giants 24. This felt more about the players who weren't there than the players who were. I think if everyone would have been available, the 49ers still would have beat the Giants, but just made it less fun to watch.
Didn't watch any of this. I can't really comment. I saw flashes of it where every time I turned it and watched it, McCaffrey had the ball. Every time it went to it on red zone, McCaffrey had the ball in his hands.
150 total yards or more than
that?
Did
he get up?
Yeah. Without McCaffrey, there's no win for 49ers because I think the best wide receiver was Jennings, who only got about 40-odd yards or something daft like that.
I think he dropped a really easy catch as well. I think Jennings.
Yeah.
Down the middle.
But the 49ers were kind of always felt like they were well ahead in this game.
Mac Jones as well. I thought the other guy was back. Purdy's back. What happened?
I think it's week by week now. I think they're just keeping tabs on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Purdy will sit out another week after being listed. This is last week. After being listed as questionable to play Sunday. With Purdy out, Mac Jones will draw the start against the Giants. So the last thing. So
isn't Mac Jones getting $400,000 for every win?
Is he?
A bonus, yeah.
Well, that's not bad, is it? If you can get it,
because he's done really well when he's come in.
Well, all but one of those wins are on his with him as starter.
Yeah.
All right. So shall we talk about field goals? Now I've actually scrolled down to the correct line.
Will this be the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I reckon it might be.
Yeah.
I'd even put a little note on my thing to say Jacksonville Raiders talk about field goals, and I just went to the wrong game. All right, so yeah, Jacksonville 30, Raiders 29. Who had this down as being a good game? Because for 3 quarters, this was absolute turgid shit.
2 shit teams as well.
It was turgid anyway, even with the field goal.
Good to see Brock back. That's bizarre.
Yes, he was fucking beast, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's good. But it's good to see Justin Tucker's record gone.
Yes, because of who it was.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it hasn't gone already, to be perfectly honest. But one thing I did find quite surprising. So they trot out all the stats. So I think there's only been like 5 holders of this. So like the record back from 1950 or whenever lasted for fucking about 40 odd years, and then it's incrementally gone up. But I'd have thought that, each year in the early days it would have sort of been beaten by a yard, but it doesn't seem to have worked out like that.
It wouldn't surprise me if the majority of kickers can do this. It's just not getting an opportunity, because unless you're in that exact circumstance where you've got 2 seconds left in the first half,
you're not going to try a 68-yarder, are you?
No, that's what I mean. So it's just being the right kicker at the right time, really, doesn't it? That's what it comes down to.
You always think it'd happen as well in Denver.
I didn't.
No, because
I don't know why you're accusing me of that.
No, but I would think it'd happen in Denver because it's like where the air is thin. You think they'd just belt it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it's outdoors as well, which is going to affect it more. It's always going to be the outdoor one only got set a couple of weeks ago, didn't it? The outdoor record. Was that 65?
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, it was always going to be set in a dome when this record happens. It's just perfect conditions for it, isn't it? That's why. We do need to talk about the end. What do we think about Piss Pants Pete's decision to go for the 2-pointer?
I agree with it.
I agree with it as well.
I agree with it.
What else are you going to do?
Absolutely go for it.
Draw the game
and go into overtime. But if you got the opportunity to win there and then, you've got to go for it, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree.
There's no time left. It's, absolutely right.
It was a poor execution of the play.
It was. He threw it at that guy's head.
Yeah. So if I'm right in saying, because that was in overtime, wasn't it? So
yeah,
it wouldn't have gone to a second period of overtime. Would have finished as a draw, a tie.
No. Although they are talking about that, aren't they? They are talking about the overtime being 1 possession each, and then this happens in college quite a lot, where there's rather than it be a 10-minute period, it's 1 possession each.
And then sudden death.
No, if the score is the same at the end of that 1 possession, then they have a second overtime of 1 possession each. And then they have a third overtime because
someone wins.
Yeah, there was a game as a college game and it finished something like 74-72.
No.
And the only reason I don't really watch college football, I'm only aware of this. It was the first time I'd heard of this quarterback called Joe Burrow and his 2 wide receivers who were called Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Not bad.
Really. So I guess that was Burrow's team in college.
That was Burrow's college team. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's not bad, is it?
No.
That's why that when they the Bengals drafted, they drafted Joe Burrow 1 year. Jamar Chase is 1 year younger. They drafted him the following year.
Wow.
Just to pair them up again.
Yeah. Okay, that's hell of a.
I think that game went to 7 overtimes. And there's another brilliant rule, which in overtime, you have to go for the 2-point conversion.
Well, yeah, because otherwise it was just going to be a tie, which really is neither here nor there. So I support the decision.
I'd have supported it even if it was the last second of regulation, though.
Yeah, possibly. Why put us through more of this?
Yeah, you got the opportunity to win it there and then. It makes sense to me to go for that overtime or regulation. Saints 10, Rams 34. Should we focus on the Rams being good or the Saints being bad? Because it's kind of both things are true.
I don't think Shook or whatever it's called is an upgrade all from the Freezer Boy.
No. I don't think you. But also, we mentioned last week when it was announced that he was going to be making his start. You don't want to start against the Rams.
No, I said this, didn't we? Just silly start. Why would you do that?
I mean, maybe he just thought, let's see how you cope with this.
He only got sacked once, though, to be fair.
Well, yeah, because he
I got pressured a little bit.
Just a bit. Like every single snap.
Yeah.
I'm sure at one point I heard him go, ah!
Right, can I read my letter now?
Oh, yeah, this is the letter you promised us last week.
That's right. Well, this brings it, talking about the smartest players, which we've got. Ryan Fitzpatrick, of course, economics from Harvard. Who can question that?
Sat by who know who.
Yeah. So this is a little letter that was, you'll probably know this one, G, but just in case Edgy doesn't. So Washington...
I will let you read it without any interruption. How about that?
Thank you for now. So this
as long as it isn't too long.
It's not. So long snapper Ethan Albright, Washington Redskins, going back in probably 2007. This is a little letter that he wrote to John Madden. Carbon copied in Electronic Arts Sports from Ethan Albright. Hi, John. My name is Ethan Albright. I play for the Washington Redskins. You probably already know that. So I'll continue. I'm writing in regards to the overall player rating of 53 that I've received in Madden NFL football. I feel this is fucking bullshit, and you should kiss my motherfucking ass. Ahmed Carroll was rated 78, and the Packers just cut his ass on a Tuesday morning after his performance in a Monday night game. That is pretty terrible. The worst part of that overall, he was sniffing 80s. You know what, John? Two can play that game. I rate you a fucking 12. I rate you a fucking 12 in Ethan Albright, football 2000, whatever, except in the category of ball licking. That's where I will spot you at 98 rating. You will receive this score because I never got to give your blubbery ass a 99 in any category. Take that, pencil dick. Go do Al Markles or something. Boom. And it goes on to say, it's also pretty wonderful that my awareness rating was 59. You make it sound like I wake up in the morning, helplessly shit and piss myself, then lose 3 of my teeth before I discover that I'm trying to eat a rock for breakfast. Fuck, John, I understand you're saying that I'm slow and lacking athleticism, but a rating like this pretty much labels me as a retard. Rod, hate me, smart, as 52 in this category. EA is saying that 7-point rating separates me from the breathing embodiment of the perfect oxymoron. Rod Smart struggled to arrange his words in a sentence. Cavemen had better hold of the English language than Rod Smart. The only actions separate points values of ignorance at this embarrassing levels are things like using your own toothbrush to wipe your ass. I basically edged out Rod by the lack of shit teeth. If I get a night school class, could you bump me up to 60? And it goes on and on and on. Just really.
What, there's more?
There's loads, yeah.
Does he think John Madden does the ratings on the
I was
Madden
going to say, yeah, he's directing his anger at completely the wrong medium.
Well, he has carbon copied it in. John, you're such a fucking dick. I also noticed that my kick return rating was 0. I was rated a fucking 0, so you feel that I shouldn't even receive a 10 or even a 5. You're pretty much saying I couldn't even fall forward on a ball kicked in my direction. I would just stand there and let the ball bounce off my fucking face. Fuck that, John. I returned an onside kick 6 yards in 2002. You should have just slapped on a 4 on me and had EA staff ambushing with the paintball guns. Just keeps going on and on.
How long ago is this?
2007.
Okay.
That guy had too much time on his hands in 2007.
He needs to go to anger management.
And at the end, he says, fuck you, John. Please expect to find red pubes in various meals you consume for the rest of your life.
Oh.
If you fuck with Ethan Albright, you call down the thunder. Rot in hell, yours, Ethan Albright.
I don't remember this guy at all. I do not remember that guy at all.
Yeah, wasn't he any good?
Ginger, just long snaps. That's all he did.
Oh, right.
It weren't even a normal sense. He just come on for field goals and punts.
So who gives a shit?
He did, obviously.
I do like the idea that he'd get a 0 for ability to return a kick.
Yeah, like you say, he could just fall forward and score 1 point.
Yeah, if you catch it, that's more than a 0. If you move forward, that's got to be at least 5.
Yeah.
How does that relate to talking about smart players?
Oh, it doesn't.
Well, it does because he mentioned Rob Smart.
He wrote a letter.
Fucking hell. So that's it because he mentioned someone called Smart.
An oxymoron of his name because he couldn't even speak English.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I think I've just seen the world's biggest shoehorn.
Fuck you hell. Can't wait till we talk about Johnny Racist.
What game had we got up to bring us onto that?
We had just done the
Saints and Rams.
Yes, we had. Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Remembered.
Chiefs 21, Bills 28. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Bills have won 5 in a row in Buffalo against the Chiefs.
I think I had this down as a Chiefs win.
You did. So did Edgy. And they never play. When they play in the playoffs, which is every fucking year, it's always in KC. But Buffalo have got the hex over them when it comes to playing in Buffalo. If that's where they meet, at the moment, you've got the Chiefs are 5-4 and the Bills are 6-2.
Is that after this result?
Yeah.
Right,
so that result could count for quite a lot come the postseason.
So what we're saying is if they inevitably meet in the postseason,
and they will,
yeah. If it's basically whoever gets home field has got a massive advantage.
Yes.
So that number 1 seed is going to be huge.
I think so, and I do think these two will meet in the playoffs. Although I did see the other day, it's so early in the season to do this. The as it stands.
Yeah.
And it had the Steelers. We'd have to play the fucking Bills, who the last 2 times we were in the 2 of the last 3 times we were in the playoffs, we got our asses kicked straight away by the Bills. So we might have that to look forward to again.
I honestly thought the Chiefs. I thought the Chiefs was on the comeback trail. To be fair, because they've got all the players back now, haven't they? Yeah, you think they just started playing well. Mahomes looked proper.
That little connection from Mahomes and Kelsey was starting to work again, but
yeah,
I don't know. Mahomes was stopped from running. They every time they sort of had that drive, there was always a Bills defender watching him, ready for him to. In case he takes off. I think he only had about 12 yards or something like that.
Mahomes wasn't good again in the first half of this game. It was the same as against the Commies the week before. Poor first half. Decent second half. Not quite as good in the second half this week, which is probably why the Chiefs had to rely on a couple of Hail Marys at the end of the game. Try and get them something, but overall, Buffalo were deserving winners at this. They were,
they were
overall a better team.
You can tell Mahomes didn't have a good game. He's now no longer the favourite for the MVP.
Is it Josh?
It is Josh Allen. Drake May is now second.
Fucking hell!
Mahomes is third.
Okay, this is like when Bryan Adams stopped being number 1, and he dropped. He didn't even drop to number 2. He dropped to number 4.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't got Lefty this week.
Yeah, you did say that he was because this game was the Channel 5 game, wasn't it? I believe.
I'm not sure.
Would have been nice.
Weirdly,
even look at that.
Weirdly, we haven't got Channel 5 out here, so well, I say weird. I haven't checked.
I bet you haven't.
I'm assuming we haven't. It'd be weird if the only place I watched Channel 5 was in Egypt.
So I was just looking at Super Bowl odds. Top 4 favourites for the Super Bowl. So who's the favourite, you reckon?
Chiefs.
Of course it is. How they've got there, I don't know. Bills second.
Well, it's going to be done on betting odds, isn't it? It's the money's gone on the Chiefs, so that's why the Chiefs are favourites. That's why I'm guessing the Eagles are second favourites.
No, fourth. I've got it.
Fourth.
No, I've got my third. So this is from Paddy Power. Chiefs at 11. You can throw a blanket over all of the top 4, basically, but Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, Lions. 5th and 6th are the Rams and the Packers.
Yeah, it's weird. That's what I've got. I've got Chiefs, Bills, Lions. I've got Chiefs at 5s, Buffalo at 6, and at 8. So Lions, Eagles, Rams, like more or less all together. All the way out, 60s.
Oh, that's all right. We came in from 100 at the start of the season.
Paddy Power 55-1. So anybody who doesn't understand betting odds, that means if you put £1 on the Steelers to win the Super
Lose
Bowl,
a pound.
lose £1.
Put in front. I've got in front of Steelers, Bears, Jags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patriots.
We're less likely than the Jags to win the Super Bowl.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, just for a minute. Just think about that.
The worst thing is it's kind of true. Okay, we've got 2 games left. We already spoke about my team's glorious victory. Yep. Seattle Seahawks 38, Washington Commies 14. I think this is the worst first half performance I've seen from any team all season.
I don't think Seahawks played that badly.
Hey!
No, I didn't see it, but I knew which way around he was talking, man.
Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for?
Gaff everywhere?
Yeah, but crap.
Quarterbackless.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good watch. Again, injuries.
That, I was laughing my tits off.
Oh, you would do. But it was a bad injury for JD Fab. But let's not.
He's lost the game before.
Why is he in the game? Why is he in the game?
He got asked. That was one of the questions that they asked Dan Quinn, and he said at no time did we ever think of taking him out. He didn't want to come out. He wanted to stay. It should be out of his hands. It shouldn't even been in his hand. So now he's going to be without him for at least 3 weeks. I can't see him coming back.
It's likely 5 to 6. I've heard.
Yeah, I can't see him coming back because there's going to be absolutely no point coming back this season.
Can I just jump in? What I don't understand. Why would he not be in the game?
Because they were getting their asses spanked, and the game was injuries.
Over. Yeah.
So take him out because the game's already gone.
Yeah. Right, okay. There's nothing to be benefited from him staying in.
Because you're already like 20 points down by this point.
Yeah, we're down. We're down.
And the injury happened, was it late in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. So the game had already gone way before then. But again, and I'm not going to use excuses saying injuries cost us not, because we're not playing well as a team. In this game, we saw Daniels go out with a snapped elbow, which has been dislocated. It did look nasty. Thankfully, it was his non-throwing arm. Luke McCaffrey broke his collarbone. I think he'll be done more or less all season.
That was first play, wasn't it? That was the kick.
Yeah, that's right. Then we also lost Marshawn Lattimore, who
I don't think that's too big a loss.
It's not, but it's still a cornerback down.
Cardinals 27, Cowboys 17. Troy Aikman was crying.
Was he? I didn't see this game.
He wasn't crying, but you could tell he wasn't enjoying having to commentate on this.
I watched the first half, and from being honest, I had the sound pretty much down. But in the warm up to it, they had all the fucking fanfare and all the old Cowboys there saying, "Yeah, this is going to be an easy win." Blah blah blah. And it's like quite happy that obviously didn't pan out. But I thought I really enjoyed this game. More so the fact that it was Dallas, but we played well.
He did, and when you expected in the second half them to have to weather the storm, there was no storm to be weathered, really, was there?
No.
Dallas were there, apparently one of the best offenses in the NFL. Didn't score an offensive touchdown until very late in the game. Fourth quarter, I think it must have been.
I think it was.
They only scored 4. That was a blocked punt and a field goal.
I watched the first half and I was on a bit of a chat with Brian. I said, look, I know we went in, was it 17-10 or... Yeah. I said, look, until we're about 30 points in front, I'm not going to get too het up about it, because if anybody can lose a decent lead in the second half, it's the Cardinals. But defensively, I thought we started out really well. Again, like you said, against a much respected Cowboys offense, who supposedly are all things to all men. We did really well. Started off with stop them on pretty much in the red zone. Then there was a bit of a calamity with the fucking punt that led to their goal.
That did. Normally, they're quite surprising when that happens, but he did seem to hold the ball.
It was in slow motion. Yeah. He had that much time to come through that as the punter pitched it up to get ready to kick it, the Dallas guy could have actually just caught it and walked in with it.
Yeah, normally it's like blocked by a hand or something like that. It was kind of blocked by his stomach.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it hit his helmet because he was that close to it. But
most of all out of that game, the one thing that has to be said is fuck off, Brian.
Exactly.
Random rookie roulette. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Random rookie roulette. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Random rookie roulette.
Okay. Rookies. I get the feeling the point will be to one of your two guys this week. Jordan James up against 49ers, up against the Giants. They were 3 scores up late on in that. Surely, maybe he'd get a run out. Nope, nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing, not even been on the field for one snap. 9 games this year, not one snap.
What did it say about him?
Let me just give you the full stats. And Edgy, how did your guy get on?
So obviously, after being promised lots of showing promise, opportunities for expanded work, he had one target, which was not completed.
And what's his name again?
Not Lyle Williamson.
Kyle, don't call me Lyle Williamson. That's
Correct.
his name.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the moment of glory, Daz.
Or not.
You were punching the air at this point. Or kicking the cat. I can't remember which one it was.
If I could get all that cats, I would do. So my guy was, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks. How's you playing it on, though?
Yeah, I'm just going to that now, actually. Funny you should mention that. So he had 2 targets and he had 2 receptions, 29 yards in total, and a touchdown. His first touchdown.
You got a tuddy?
A tuddy tudster.
Well, so could this be the week where an offensive player gets the points? Let's have a look at our defense. Mine won't take long. You had Campbell bye week.
And mine. Bye week.
Mine was not on a bye week.
He may as well have been.
He was actually fit.
No,
he played. No, absolutely not. So he made 5 tackles.
Nice.
2 sacks.
Nice.
2.
That's 2.
Sacks, and a forced fumble.
Nice. That's massive.
That was kind of the game changer as well.
It was,
because the Patriots were essentially closing in to make it a 3-score lead, and this turned it into a touchdown that made it a 1-score game.
Yeah.
So this could have been the moment the game changed.
I think it most definitely was.
So
yeah, he had 5 tackles, 4 solo, 1 assisted, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble.
I think that makes it 4-3-2, doesn't it?
It does.
Up for grabs this season. It was already over last season at this stage.
It's literally anyone's this season.
Well, it's not Jordan James's, is it?
Oh, well, no, but it's one of us 3, I think.
Next week's predictions.
We don't need to talk about the prediction this weekend.
Shocking, weren't it?
Well, speak for yourself.
I had to go for a few sort of difference of opinions to try and.
I didn't.
It's no.
Well,
back to bite me.
Me and Daz were level going into the last 3 games, but I went for Bills, Seahawks, Cardinals. Daz went for Chiefs, Commanders, Cardinals. So I now have a 2-point lead. But Edgy's also no longer on the bottom.
Yeah.
So I'm on 89. Daz is on 87. Edgy is on 82. The plebs are on 81. Now, the plebs.
Well done to your office guy last week. Help me out.
Oh, yeah. Well, this could be the same. There's a guy called Kev who is a Cleveland Browns fan, and he's staying in the same resort as I'm in at the moment. So I just said to him, "Do you fancy doing the prediction?"
You know,
and he's gone, yeah.
Right, so we'll know whether he's any good. Actually, it's the Browns versus the Jets.
That is what I thought as well. I thought you will know if he's biased or not by the Browns one, and they've probably done it. But So I have got them, but I'll have to my phone while I'm going. Okay, so Thursday night football is Raiders at Broncos. I have to go first now, don't I?
You do. Not used to that.
The Raiders aren't very good. Broncos kind of are. I am going to go for the Broncos.
Same here. Can't see Raiders getting anything from this game.
I've got 7 points to make up to the leader.
Well, we've got 9 weeks to go, Edgy.
Yeah. And there'll be some shit thing at end as well.
Well, I noticed. I'm sure that Greggles said that we'll be bringing this in mid-season. Now he's in front. So it'll be interesting to see whether that's actually introduced. But
it is going to be introduced. It was going to be for next week's, but I haven't had a chance to set it up because I'm away. So we'll see. It might be in place for next week.
So I do need 7 points, but this isn't a game to claw it back on. So I'll stay with the status quo and go with the Broncos.
Okay.
Oops.
We now have the punter's friend, Atlanta Falcons at Indianapolis Colts, which is being played in Germany.
Yeah. Are you going? Are you there?
9.
Well, no, because I'm away. I'm not back until Monday, so I couldn't get to this
you'll miss
one.
it.
So no corporate freebies for this one. I wonder if the Colts might struggle because
this is a tough one to call, to be honest.
And the Falcons were much better last week. I've just got a gut feeling for the Falcons.
I'm going to go for the Colts. I think they bounce back. But again, Falcons could win this 35-0, but you just never know.
I think Colts at home, although they're not at home, they're in Germany, so it doesn't mean anything.
They're technically at home.
I'm going to stick with my man, DJ. Going to get it done.
Okay. Edgy didn't watch how shit he was last one. Okay. Baltimore Ravens at Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh.
Ravens won their last 2.
Yeah.
Admittedly against the Bears and Dolphins. Vikings have just shocked Detroit in Detroit.
And they're at home.
They are at home.
It's do or die, isn't it, for the Ravens? Or they can't afford to lose another game.
No margin for
I think they can. I think half a season to make up 2 games in a poor division isn't too much for them. I think they will win this one. I think this one will be quite close. But I will go for the Ravens.
I think Ravens will win this as well.
Okay.
Edgy's going to go Vikings, you can tell.
I'm going to take it on. Vikings beating the Lions is an eye-opener.
Bills at Dolphins. Dolphins who've probably got a few roster spots to fill before then. Divisional game. Form book goes out the window. Only it doesn't. Bills will win.
Yeah, you can't go against the Bills.
Bills.
An interesting one. We have the Cleveland Browns up against the New York Jets. Now, remember, the Jets, fresh up a bye week and on a winning run of a game.
But no Gardner.
Yeah. Now they haven't got any players left.
I'm going to go Browns on this one. I think Jets are stuffed now. And this is tanking without tanking.
Yep, definitely. No, this is tanking with tanking.
I've got Browns as well.
Yeah. Anyway, Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans.
I was just waiting for him to stop talking, really. I'm going to go for the Texans because I think they're better than their record suggests. And I definitely think they're better than the Jags. So
CJ back?
I don't know.
He's in concussion protocol, supposedly.
But they've got a good
no more
defense anyway. So I can see them shutting the Jags down.
Well, the thing is, if he doesn't pass the concussion protocol, Who do they? What's the name of the guy they bring in?
Davis Mills, which is such an uninspiring quarterback name.
Yeah, and he was who?
He should be like a political correspondent or something. We now go over to our political correspondent, Davis Mills. That sounds about right. Quarterback Davis Mills? No, not having that. I'm going for the Texans to probably get to win. They're going to score 5 field goals and win 15-10.
For me, whoever wins this is very much dependent on whether Stroud's in or not.
Yeah. But I can't stand T-Law, so I'm going to go Texans.
This could be a game. Patriots at Bucks.
Tough one, isn't it?
I think Tampa off a rest week in Tampa. Yeah, I'm going to have to go for the Bucks.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to go Bucks as well.
It looks like they will have Bucky Irving back, and Igbukah is fit again. Obviously, he's had the bye week as an extra.
It seems to be weird to be going against the 7-2 team.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. But
again, they've not really played anyone for that.
No, and I like the Bucks, so I think I'll stick with the Bucks as well.
A few weeks ago, this game would have been our toilet bowl of the week. As it is, Saints at Panthers. Our pleb has gone for the Panthers. I'm going for the Panthers.
What's their record now?
5-3, I think.
Fucking hell, man.
Or 5-4, maybe.
5-4, sure. I think it is. Yeah. I mean,
same as the Chiefs. Put it that way. So anyone?
Panthers for me.
No one think the Saints have got a chance?
No.
Not with Shook.
Not with Shook. No, absolutely not.
I was so impressed with that Panthers defense last week. I thought they were fantastic. Giants at Bears.
Another game for 80s here. 90s.
Definitely, yeah. I believe it's like 85 playoffs team. I think this would have been. I'm sure they would have met in the playoffs around this time. Mike Ditka against Bill Parcells.
Oh yeah, the big tuna.
I don't like going for the Bears because I don't think they're that good.
What's the alternative?
but I think the Giants are not that gooder. So
makes sense to me.
In Chicago as well, the Windy Apple. I'll go for the Bears. Their defense can't be as bad this week, surely.
No, I'm going to go for Bears as well because I don't think Giants have much.
But excuse me, I think I'll go with the Bears as well. I can't see. I think we've said the Giants season really with Scatterboo going out. Any good feeling or form or inertia was lost when he went down. So
okay, divisional game for Edgy's boys. Cards at Seahawks. Now, Cards have snapped their losing run.
Caleb, not Caleb. What's his name? Carla.
Might be back. Might not.
Kind of hoping he isn't really.
Did the Seahawks use up all their offense in the first half against the Commies? I'm going to say
rest in second half.
I'm going to say yeah, they have had a rest second half. I'm going to say no, they didn't, and they will beat the Cards as well.
No, I'm going to Seahawks also.
Fuck the lot of you. Fuck it, let's go with the Cards, man. Nobody gave us a chance against the Cowboys. Who?
Well, we all correctly predicted that you'd beat the Cowboys.
Yes, but outside of this room, nobody gave them a chance against this offense that was supposed to be really clicking and one of the best, and we showed them up.
Probably not the ideal game for the Commies. The week after that Seattle performance, they're at home again, but this time against the Lions, who might be annoyed.
Poke the bear.
I think the Lions may have a fun day against that Washington defense.
Well, if they don't, they won't have a chance of going to the Super Bowl, so it's got to be Lions easily.
You go for the Lions, Daz?
Listen, we're not winning. We're not going to win another game, I don't think.
Some people don't have any faith in their team.
But yeah, it's a team of nobody's now. I think we're on fourth and fifth strings now.
Yeah, obviously the Lions.
Everyone's gone for the Lions. Now this Another divisional game. Rams against 49ers.
Yeah.
I nailed my colours to the mast in our predictions episode. I'm on Team Rams in this division, and I'm sticking with it.
I'm hoping you're going to say 49ers because I'm going to go Rams.
I was hoping you were both going to say 49ers so I could go the Rams.
Well, the 49ers, they 6-3?
Yeah.
6-3 and 6-2, these two teams, I think.
Yeah. But the Rams feel more like 6-3, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I've said before, I think the Rams should be unbeaten at the moment, but they're not. So
I don't even think it matters whether Purdy's back, because Mac Jones has been a decent stand-in. He's getting a tune out of a damaged fiddle. But fuck it, I need points, 49ers.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this means we're on telly. Fuck's sake. Why would they put this game on telly? Prime time, everyone, Sunday night.
6-3 shit off.
From LA. Well, we haven't been like that this season so far. We've been okay on offense this season, but defense has been a problem. But up against the Chargers, who've got issues on O-line.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with my boys, Steelers, based on nothing.
I'm going to go for the Steelers as well.
I am going to go for... Fuck it, let's go for the Chargers. Why not?
And a tasty-looking Monday night game. Eagles
really
at Packers. Two teams, you could probably say the same about both of these teams, really, this season, in that the defense have looked pretty good throughout, but the offense should be a lot better. Oh, this is tough.
It's tough, but then Green Bay's at home
it's
at
tough,
Lambeau.
Yeah, but they just lost at home to the Panthers.
Exactly that, yeah.
I'm going to go for the Eagles to go in and do their Eagles thing.
Oh, the money's on the Packers because they're odds-on favourites where the Eagles aren't. But I'm going to go Eagles as well.
Eagles are off a bye week.
Yeah, Eagles for me. Although Parsons will have a good game. He always does. It seems to play out a bag when they play as the Eagles.
Of all of the teams, I think when I'm needing to get points, Green Bay, whoever they play, have got to be worth a shot. So I'm going to go with Green Bay.
Okay, we are just about done. We do have to have our second most popular feature, Edgy's interesting stat.
Edgy's interesting stat.
Yes, I forgot. There was one, a Cardinal stat, which I was going to bring up in our game, which I forgot, which I'll just throw in. McBride became the first tight end in NFL history to catch at least 5 passes in each of their first 8 games of the season. Bit of a throwaway stat.
Edgy's interesting stat.
But the one I'm actually going to submit for the interesting fact of the week.
This sounds like 2 interesting stats.
Yeah, it does. You can cut the other one out. It's fine.
Edgy's interesting stat.
T. Higgins has caught a touchdown pass in each of his last 9 home games played. So, and there's only 2 other players that have done that. Chris Carter and Jerry Rice.
Edgy's interesting stat.
I am calling that interesting. Now, from interesting onto, let's say, somewhat less interesting, it's Dazzler's Fact Attack.
La 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 la. Dazzler's Fact Attack.
Yeah, thank you for that. So I've looked at a few.
I didn't see you googling it as I was saying the intro to your feature this week.
No, it's on. It's on now. It's in front of me. I just needed to put the excuse me. And just needed to put the
computer on.
Yeah, you drink your gravy. Get ready for this.
Yeah, so I thought, well, let's put something interesting on this week. So this is
No.
Again, he's missed he doesn't understand the rematch.
What am I doing again?
Just a fact.
Okay, so this is a fact.
And it's not allowed to be interesting.
Okay, it's not interesting, but unfortunately, I'm going to break the rounds.
Question.
You don't normally struggle with the not interesting bit as a rule.
Yeah, but this is the rounds. G, you possibly know this one, but maybe not so much. Edgy. Now, Washington have gone through their quarterbacks like ice through the Sahara Desert. Yeah,
I don't recall this section having a preamble.
But we have done.
You saw what Edgy do is straight in, bang. He'd done both of it, and you were still just fucking drinking
gravy.
Anyway, so I wanted to bring up Washington quarterbacks. So the similarities between Alex Smith. You remember Alex Smith, Edgy?
I have been watching him today, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, with the leg injury.
Injury, that's right.
Yeah, and Joe Theismann injury. He was probably our best quarterback we've ever had, Joe Theismann. Anyway.
How long ago was he? Sorry.
Oh, you're going back 80s, mid-80s. So both injuries happened on November 18th, 1985 for Theismann and 2018 for
Sorry,
Alex
just
Smith.
to interrupt. Theismann, was he ended his career because of an injury?
Yes. Yeah. So we'll start this again. So both happened on November 18th, 1985 and 2018.
It's time for...
They both
just to make this easier to cut.
I'll just watch Edgy's face. I'm watching Edgy's face.
And now, hang on. Now it's time. Dazzla's Fact Attack.
Dazzla's Fact Attack.
Oh, thanks, Greg. Thanks for coming to me. So, just talking about Washington's quarterbacks, it's looking up on the similarities of Alex Smith and Joe Theismann's injury. Both happened in November the 18th, 85 and
2018. QBSCpod@gmail.com